Hello, everyone. My name is Rebecca Burks, and it is my honor to welcome the family, friends, and students of the graduating class of 2019. Graduates, please be seated.
Good evening. Thank you also from the administration, school board, and staff. We'd like to welcome all of our guests to this ceremony. We are proud of these students and want to honor them for the completion of their high school education. At this time, graduating seniors, if you're a member of the band or choir, please join your respective group. At this time, I would like to invite Tracy Tanner to the stage. And I'd like to ask the 2019 graduates and the audience to stand for the presentation of colors by the Valley View High School Army Junior ROTC, and remain standing to join in the Pledge of Allegiance led by salutatorian Tracy Tanner and the singing of the national anthem led by the Valley View High School Choir and Band. The colors will be presented today by Cadet First Lieutenant Preston Jenkins, Rifleman. Cadet Captain Ethan Carter, Arkansas Colors. Cadet Sergeant Major Jason Williams, U.S. Colors, and Cadet Major Zach Brown, Rifleman. This time I present you Tracy Tanner.
Good evening. Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now, would you please join me in a moment of prayer? To the one who has called us each by name, as we hear our own names spoken aloud today and receive diplomas for our accomplishment, let us also hear your voice calling each one to our purpose and direction in life. As we celebrate this step into our future, let us not forget the blessings you have bestowed upon us. This school, its safety and security as a place for learning, our teachers who sacrificed for our good, and our families who have been by our side all along. Lastly, we thank you for the friendships and memories, and for providing us with the strength, perseverance, and grace we needed to be standing here today. We are grateful for your love, which has been made evident through the relationships we will carry beyond these walls. Let us love each other, forgive, and have grace towards one another. Thank you for your sacrifice, for choosing us, and for carrying us through our failures and successes. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Tracy. Please be seated. At this time, the Valley View High School Concert Band, under the direction of Mr. Rod Plunkett, will play Spirit of the Falcon by Saucedo. Great job to our band. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Brian Russell, Superintendent of Schools at Valley View.
It's good to see so many folks here in attendance. These young people know they're loved. They feel it from you being here. All aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers and sisters, moms and dads, grandparents, they're thankful for you being here. So we appreciate it very much. It's my honor and privilege to introduce my school board members. To my right, when I call your name, if you please stand. President Brant Tosh, Vice President Lee Lane, Secretary Richard Rogers, Dispersing Officer Todd Reed, and Alternate Dispersing Officer Ms. Tad Margolis. Please give them a hand. Thank you for the applause for them. These students out here are well aware that a lot of the things that we get to do, the privileges we have, and the fine facilities that we have, and so forth, are really influenced by that school board. They're wonderful people. They donate and dedicate a lot of time to our school, and I'm extremely honored to serve with them. Also in attendance on the stage, let me introduce to you our administrative team. As I call your name, please stand. Mr. Roland Popejoy, Sarah Osmond, High School Principal David Gooden, Assistant Principal Michelle Crane, Dean of Students at the high school Jason Manchester, our junior high principal Barry Jones, junior high assistant principal Lindsay Lambertson, our LEA special ed director Carol Brown, Dean of Students at junior high Greg Brannon, intermediate principal Ella Bratcher, intermediate assistant principal Crystal Klein, intermediate dean Ryan Fletcher, elementary principal Pam Clark, elementary assistant principal Beth Carr. Please give them a hand. Thank you all so much. At this time, Valley View Chamber Choir, under the direction of Joe Brinkle, will sing Yesterday by Breimer and The Plans I Have for You by Adams.
Troubles seem so far away.
my honor at this time to present the class valedictorian, Sean Rhodes, and class salutatorians, Rebecca Burke, Louise Moore, and Tracy Tanner.
My fellow graduates, over the last 4 years here at Valley View, we have learned a lot. And all of this knowledge will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in life. But I think the most important thing that we have learned over the last 4 years is how to build relationships and rely on each other. Over the next few minutes, I'd like to talk about what we've learned, the people we have to thank, and the people we have to remember. I told you that the most important thing that we have learned was how to build relationships and rely on each other. Let me just give a couple examples of what I'm talking about. In 10th grade, with our first pizza drive, we raised a lot of money for homecoming. It was a true team success. John Crowley was our pizza baker. Dr. Jones showed us how to track and spend the money. Nathan Williams played a critical role in getting people to turn out for the event with his creative posters. And Garth taught us that indeed, one person can eat 3 entire pies in one sitting. Nothing we accomplish is done alone. Rather, we need each other for support and coaching. Next, I'd like to take a moment on behalf of myself and my fellow graduates to thank the people that have brought us here. Little Uzi Vert, Jesus, Miss Hutch, and our parents, for me, my mom, and my dad. Finally, I'd like to take a moment to remember our classmates and teachers who are not with us today. So, now we're high school graduates, and soon we'll be signing each other's yearbooks and saying goodbye. There will be hugs and tears. We'll do our best to stay in touch, but we'll be living our lives and doing our best. As a final thought going forward, I'd like to leave you with a quote from my grandpa. He said, "A high school education is a great thing just as long as you're willing to learn something after you graduate." Thank you all.
I have to find my speech in the back of the binder, but as soon as I do that, we're gonna go. Okay. Hey again. So the fact that we're here today seems kind of unreal to some of us and way overdue for probably most of us. But we didn't get here on our own. It took countless hours of teachers, parents, and friends pushing us to finish our assignments right before they were due. Or it took a significantly less amount of time to look up the answers on Quizlet, Slater, SparkNotes, or Schmoop. Yeah. But regardless, we made it. So what now? You hear the cliche that we're going to go into the workforce or into further education, and with this we have a chance to start over. We have a chance to create a new identity if the one we currently have isn't what we want. I've been reading this book, which I don't know why I'm doing without AR, but it's called A Different College Experience, and it's about how to stay strong in your faith in a big time of change. But even if you don't believe in God, I feel like there's something you can take from it. By this point, we figured out we aren't the fastest runner in the world, or the best artist in the world. But we may have had something in high school we were known for. But in this next stage, nobody's gonna care what we are known for in high school. Some people try to find themselves a new identity by doing everything they can when they get to college. And instead of finding a new identity, it leaves a lot of us feeling empty. So I'll wrap this up so we can go ahead and graduate. But we have a chance to make some new identities this upcoming year. And I hope that every single one of us makes a good one. Thank you.
Good evening. I would first like to welcome everyone to the class of 2019's graduation. It's been an honor to be selected to speak alongside 3 of the best that Valley View has to offer. I spent a lot of time thinking about what to say and nothing really stood out to me. That was because I had already written it. I wrote an essay earlier this year for my scholarship application, and it helped me recognize that it wasn't me who accomplished anything at all. My academic success was not something I could attain all on my own. It was a result of the tremendous support that I had, and it goes something like this. What Valley View means to me cannot be easily summed up by one reason. This school is deep-rooted in the tradition of my family. My grandfather served as both high school and elementary principal during his years at Valley View, and my grandmother, a former teacher, swears that naming the shallow area in the junior high building the Snake Pit was her idea entirely. My father graduated in 1983 and my aunt in 1990. This school is family, and I feel this connection has not been made because of one particular reason, or even the fact that my relatives were part of Valley View long before I attended. Instead, this is a consequence of a collection of memories, old and new, that have made me who I am today, part of a legacy and tradition of excellence that I will forever cherish. It was 6th grade when I thought coating the toilet seat with Elmer's glue was a good idea, and quickly realizing that my actions had consequences when my delinquency stood no chance against a hard wooden paddle. It was football senior night under stadium lights, when mothers with last names different than mine delivered flowers into my vacant arms before rushing to their own child's side. Where there was absence in my life, there was always love from this community. It was coaches who would give the shirt off their back for me, and one time literally did when I forgot to put mine in the dryer. It was sophomore year when I learned the hard way that senior parking was indeed a thing after scrubbing pink car chalk off of my windows. It was friends who took an extra loop around the block because we had to play just one last verse of Mr. Brightside. It was walking into Walmart to be greeted with a smile and a wave from people I didn't know, but they just knew from watching me on the sidelines that I must be headed to a collegiate level dance team. It was teachers who pushed me all the way to top 10 in the class, men and women who not only preached good study habits, but also encouraged me to realize that good character exceeds all. It was senior year, after the last basketball game, one final hometown victory, me carrying a book full of these memories that had been inscribed by those who helped me make them, and the tears streaming down my face in the parking lot as I reread notes from the people that I learned to love so much. Home is not a few rooms. Home is community, and I've been lucky enough to find one at Valley View. So here's to all the people who were proud of me when I wasn't always proud of myself. And thank you to Valley View, Arkansas. I can't think of anywhere else better to grow up.
Well, I'm glad I get to follow that, Louise. Thank you. Hello again. I am honored and humbled to be standing before you today, in front of the last 12 years of my life, and share a few encouraging words. I would first like to welcome and thank those that have joined to celebrate us today. Thank you to our family, the people that have told us they are proud of us over 100 times today. To our teachers and administrators, the people that see the best and worst in us. Miss Steed, who knows more details than I'm sure she would like to. Mr. Crater, who loves sharing retirement information when the majority of you are thinking of anything but. And Mr. Gooden, for the longest intercom speeches of our lives. And our friends, those that have made the years bearable, and finally God, who has been merciful in his timing. As I begin today, I would like to share my takeaways from my time at Valley View High School, the people in the class of 2019, and the memories that will stick with us forever. As we know it, our time here is over. What we have been looking forward to for the past few years is upon us. We made it. Senior year is a year of preparation for our future endeavors, anticipation to finally be independent, and many, many lasts. The last time to possibly see the person sitting next to you. The last time to take notes with a highlighter and a tissue, Maddie Martin. The last time to hang out at a gas station every weekend and act like it's fun, Cade Bird. The last time to play on that field or court. The last time to walk across the stage for senior walk successfully, Carson Tillett. And next year will be a year of firsts. The year we have been waiting for, the excitement building all along. However, most of us are just fooling ourselves. We have no idea what we are doing, who we want to be, or some of us, who we are. This point in your life, believe it or not, is one of the easiest. I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. My biggest regret from high school is wishing it away. I pray we don't do the same in other seasons of our life. You are where you are when you're there. Live like it. So when you ask yourself, how the heck did I get here? Remember, life moves fast. I pray you find what drives you, what you're passionate about, and who you love, and never let fear hold you back. Thank you to my best friends for inspiring me, loving me, and forgiving me. It has truly been an honor and so much fun. I would like to close by sharing a few wise words of Abraham Lincoln. In the end, it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. To the class of 2019, I love you and woo pig.
Let's give those 4 students another round of applause, please. And now for what we've been waiting for. Mr. Russell, it's with great pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of 2019. Graduates, please rise. All right, first row. And then the rest of the class can be seated.
We're going to begin with our honor graduates. This first group of honor graduates will be graduating summa cum laude with a minimum GPA of 4.0, starting with our class valedictorian, Sean Arthur Rhodes. Salutatorian, Rebecca Gale Burks. Salutatorian, Louise May Moore. Salutatorian, Tracy Noel Tanner. Caroline Annabelle Barr. Morgan Wayne Diamond. Katie Elizabeth Fennell. Roxana Valeria Flores. Hannah Grace Gestring. Sarah Ashlyn Ham. Corey Ann Huffstedler. Devin Glenn Litford. Kaylee Allison Martin. Mary Evelyn Morris. Noah Scott McCallum. Sadie Grace Millay. Emily K. Moore. Philip Austin Powell. Allison Lindsay Quick. Kylie Lacey Reed. Charity Janae Robinson. Sydney Lee Rush. Abigail K. Rudder. Austin Hunter Shipman. Taylor Christine Williams. The following students will be graduating magna cum laude with a GPA of 3.7 to 3.99. Madeline Claire Adams. Devin Cade Allen. Jesse Chandler Allison. Emily Ann Brown. Cade Thomas Bird. Lexi Blair Caldwell. Emily Grace Calhoun. John Braden Crawley. Parisa Delshad. Kaylee Jaden Gober. Rachel Rose Hackenworth. Feline Tanya Hamza. Carly Ray Horn. Angela Ray Houghton. Aaron Rusher James. Sarah Michelle Johnson. Tanner Charles Jones. Ashlyn Michelle Key. Brighton Quinn Marshall. Madeline Elizabeth Martin. Abby Grace McCormick. Abigail Renee McGee. Montgomery Cole Miller. Macy Lynn Montgomery. Shiv Anil Naranji. Shivani Pinakin Patel. Connor James Rawls. Hannah Noel Rogers. Kirsten Brianna Rogers. Jordan Elizabeth Roan. Wynn Michael Sams. Katrina Lynn Swanson. Mary Jane Umora. Carly Jade Walzonia. Hayden Michael White. Megan Lynn Williams. The following students will be graduating cum laude with a GPA of 3.5 to 3.69. Sarah Elizabeth Belk. Lauren Faith Browning. Joseph Parker McGowan III. Hannah Emily Stovall. A final round of applause for all honor graduates. Our next amazing group of graduating seniors starts with Lauren Elizabeth Alexander. Blake Edward Arnold. Joseph Edward Barber. Caleb Benjamin Bierce. Austin Lee Beggs. Rachel Nicole Belk. Megan Elizabeth Bishop. Melody Elizabeth Bogard. Antoine Frederick Borns. Neely Danielle Boyd. William Lee Brack. William Thomas Bressler. Nicole Leanne Brownderville. Colton Vance Browning. Jessica Suzanne Brumley. Jared Daniel Burton. Baron Hughes Cahoon. Chase Devin Carter. William Tyler Cobble. Joshua Christopher Serta. L. Grayson Christian. Grayson Farrell Craig. Hunter Zane Davis. Blake Ashton Despain. Leanna Joy Douglas. Jenna Rose Eccles. Miranda Starr Eccles. Lawson Colby Fielder. Hunter Blake Fight. Tucker Allen Fight. Nathaniel Garrett Foster. Joshua Carrillo French. Joshua Caleb Fry. Courtney Elizabeth Garner. Cosmo Santana Garza. Olivia Lauren Gibson. Cody Stone Gillentine. Austin William Glasgow. Bradley Austin Goad. Javion Keyshawn Graves. Brittany Diane Greenway. Jada Alexis Griffin. Blake Aaron Hampton. Noah Lane Higginbotham. Natalie Page Houghton. Jarius Jaquan Johnson. Jerry Jerome Johnson. Tyler Andrew Judd. Asia Brianne Kelly. Parker Royce Compierre. James Chase Lawrence. Landon Drew Ledbetter. DJ Lenore. TJ Lenore. Blair Ashley Leonard. Dre Magnum Lindsay. Connor Zane Long. Summer Joe Macon. William Thomas Martin. Shaden Asher McElhannon. Ryan Matthew McElroy II. Caitlin Helen Eileen McGinnis. Jesus Amado Mendoza. Maria Fabiola Mondragon Sanchez. Taylor Ann Morris. Xavier Clark Kajingu Mutombo. Kelsey Deanne Neal. Veronica Ocampo. Chase Jonathan Orr. Catherine Leanne Panel. Zamar Shiloh Parnell. Gunnar Clifton Pilgrim. Jace Jeffrey Potts. Carson Garrett Redding. Mac Chambers Reese. Benjamin Owen Richardson. Charles Scott Riley. Caroline Elizabeth Roach. Anthony Jason Rhodes. Jesse Luis Rodriguez. Pablo Romero. Jordan Mackenzie Ross. Emma Lauren Schrader. Kobe Lawrence Scrape. Logan Brian Wesley Scrape. Mallory Danielle Schimpert. Sarah Isabella Silas. Nicholas Anthony Silva. Courtney Leanne Smith. Sydney Marie Smotherman. Jacob Dylan Snyder. Tyler Blaine Standard. Grant Coleman Staten. Caleb Braden Swink. Tate Alden Thielemeyer. Brianna Christine Thomas. Hayes Aaron Thurman. Ethan Michael Tidwell. Carson Scott Tollett. Mason Clayton Turman. Jake Matrick Valentine. Hayden Michael Wade. Grayson Redden Walzonia. Creed Skylar Walters. Garrett Chase Weeks. Sarah Lynn Whelan. Alexis Nicole Whitlock. Savannah Danielle Wilkins. Nathan Douglas Williams. Ryan Wesley Williamson. Your graduating class of 2019.
At this time, salutatorian Louise Moore will come to the platform to lead all graduates in the turning of the tassels and give a closing message from the class of 2019. Will all graduates please stand?
begin, thank you to everyone in attendance tonight, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2019. Now we will be partaking in the turning of the tassels, which symbolizes the transition from graduates to students. So graduates, please turn your tassel with me from the right to the left. And everyone, please remain standing for the singing of the alma mater.
Ladies and gentlemen, with great pride, I present you the graduated class of 2019. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our ceremony.